Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for joining us. Haley has the night off. Topping our news tonight, the search for the suspect in the holiday market attack in Berlin, Germany is finally over. Officials confirm Anis Amri was killed in a gun battle with police early this morning in Italy. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez is in New York with how he was found and what investigators are now revealing.
Italian officials now say the manhunt for the Berlin Christmas market killer ended in part because of a little luck. They explained 2 officers on patrol near this train station just outside of Milan happened to stop Anis Amri. Not realizing who he was, they asked for his ID. And instead, investigators say Amri pulled out a gun, shooting this officer in the shoulder. Here you can see where the bullet pierced his uniform. That officer's partner then returned fire, killing Amri. Reports today claim the 24-year-old had very little with him. No cell phone, no way of knowing why he was there or who he was. His fingerprints finally coming back as a match for those found on the steering wheel of this truck that plowed through that German holiday market Monday, confirming the accused killer shown in this video praising the leader of ISIS was dead.
It would have been better if they caught him alive, but now at least he got his punishment.
Investigators are now working to retrace Amri's steps from Germany, saying he may have traveled through France, arriving in Milan by train just hours before he was killed. And they're trying to figure out whether he had any help and how the most wanted man in Europe was able to travel through at least 3 countries undetected. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, New York.
President-elect Donald Trump is here in Florida for the holiday weekend. He spent part of his day golfing with Tiger Woods. While they were on the green, reaction was rolling in after a surprising tweet by Trump. That tweet read, quote, "The United States must greatly strengthen and expand its nuclear capability." This all comes after Russian President Vladimir Putin warned of strengthening its military and nuclear forces. And today, speaking at an annual news conference, Putin added he saw nothing unusual about Trump's pledge, but it is raising some concerns with others.
There was all kind of warnings, especially from Hillary Clinton, that when she said if a guy that you could bait with a tweet is not somebody you want put in charge of the nuclear arsenal. So one day, in one moment, he combined that message.
Newly announced Press Secretary Sean Spicer said there will not be an arms race because other countries like Russia and China will get the message and, quote, come to their senses. Here at home on the Suncoast, Northport police make arrests in a series of car burglaries. Police were called to the Toledo Club and Lakes of Northport apartment complexes early this morning to a car burglary in progress. 2 suspects were arrested, but one is still on the loose. Police say they're working to identify as many victims of these burglaries as possible. Florida and 5 other states in the United States will receive money for 2016 disaster recovery. U.S. Housing and Urban Development awarding the 6 states a total of $1.8 billion. This money will go toward recovery for damage caused by Hurricanes Hermine and Matthew. The grants announced today are in addition to the $500 million HUD allocated in October. Florida will receive $58 million from that fund. Time to get a check on our weather tonight. Seems like a nice night so far, but here's Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with the details.
Yes, Scott, a beautiful evening it is considering what happened a few years ago. We'll talk more about that in a bit. Look at the clear skies. And this is our tower cam looking toward the northwest, and you can too at around 6:09, 6:10. You may see the International Space Station go on by. It'll appear to be like a star or an airplane, a bright airplane, as it moves off toward the southwest. For about 5 minutes, you'll see that moving through the sky, and the skies may be clear enough to see a little bit of that. 77 right now. Dew point is at 60. Winds are out of the east-northeast at 6. Again, spotting the International Space Station. That's the motion, basically. And it will appear about 10 degrees above the horizon, and it will disappear around southeast for the most part. By the way, in 1989, that's right, I actually took off the morning of. I didn't get to see it, but I was here, and quite a bit of snow fell along the Suncoast. A lot of people, that's a big deal when you get snow here, and it stays on the ground, and it did. All across parts of the Suncoast. We'll have more on our weather and where the snow is right now coming up in a few minutes. Scott, back to you.
I remember a couple inches staying on my car as well that night. All right, thank you, Bob. Finding parking has always been a problem in downtown Palmetto, but the city has come up with what they say may be a solution. The city is looking to allow businesses in the downtown area to purchase and develop small pieces of property without a required number of parking spaces. Palmetto Mayor Shirley Groover Bryant says the money would eventually be used to construct a new parking lot within 10 years, all within walking distance of these businesses. An idea that Bryant says has one realtor on board.
I could expand my building and pay into that. He said, I'd certainly like to have more space to work with inside as far as offices and so forth.
City plans on continuing discussions on the issue during future workshops. AAA is predicting record traffic numbers nationwide this holiday, and that traffic included several last-minute shoppers today here on the Suncoast. On I-75 from the State Road 64 to Fruitville Road exits, the traffic count of cars passing through different checkpoints was consistently around 130,000 a day. Several converged on the shops of University Town Center, where the diverging diamond construction made for some close calls. Troopers expect numbers to stay high through the weekend.
With a lot of traffic, unfortunately typically, historically, seem to be an uptick in crashes. With that, we just hope people make good choices and arrive alive at their destinations.
Last year, car accidents in Florida were highest during the month of December. There's about 24 hours left to do some last-minute shopping, and many of those last-minute shoppers are going to get a treat in the form of deep discounts. Retailers are expected to roll out some great deals in the final hours before Christmas, so they're not stuck with merchandise after the rush comes to an end. Large retailers are making big bucks on these last-minute shoppers. Kohl's is open 24 hours until 6 p.m. on Christmas Eve.
They give so many discounts and they treat their people really well, so yeah.
I saved a bunch of money on something for you.
Oh yeah? I saved a bunch of money on something for you.
Well, sometimes it's more fun, but I don't like the crowds, but there's always some last-minute shopping you want to do.
Toys R Us is also open for 24 hours and will stay open until 9 p.m. on Christmas Eve for those procrastinators. Still to come on your Suncoast News, concerns over dog leashes, the push to allow pups to run around at Sarasota Park freely. And some of South Florida's coral reefs are suffering. How a disease affecting those corals in the Florida Keys is affecting that area's economy.
If you're trying to balance caring for your mother and being a mother to your children, we can help. It's what we do. Call Granny Nannies today.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
ABC7 is proud to present Line Dance Central. Now you can learn popular country and not so country line dances from the comfort of your own home. Just visit mysuncoast.com, click on Entertainment, and you'll be kicking up your boots or flip-flops in no time. Brought to you by the White Buffalo Saloon and Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
A poodle butter dish. I'll use this. A chicken purse. It's so artsy. You're really good at giving gifts.
This holiday, give the perfect gift.
Perfect.
Flowers, always the perfect gift. Beneva Flowers and Gifts, exceeding your expectations.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today.
My dad is my hero, and I wanted to give him a chance to live life and be happy. Granny Nannies has been a huge help. It has contributed to the health and happiness of my dad, for sure.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Some Sarasota dog owners are hoping one of the bigger parks in the city can be leash-free for part of the day. There's discussion about Bayfront Park being added to a list of parks that allow dogs off-leash. ABC 7's Rick Adams has reaction from some Suncoast dog owners.
Well, there is a push from some residents to allow dogs to run without their leashes here at Bayfront Park. Right now, that's prohibited. If some dog owners have their way, there will be more than the squirrels running around freely on the grounds of Bayfront Park. Right now, dogs have to be leashed at the park, but there's interest from some folks to be able to have their dogs run leash-free from 6 a.m. until 9 a.m. Sunday through Friday.
I think it would be a great idea. If you can control your dog. I mean, I don't want a crazy dog running around wild.
While a few people we talked with at Bayfront Park are against it, most dog owners we caught up with are in favor of being able to have their dogs run around the park without being leashed.
I think it's fantastic because a lot of dogs are very well mannered.
If it was timed, that would be great because then in the afternoon the children can have their free time.
All but 4 of the parks in the city of Sarasota allow dogs to run leash-free. In addition to Bayfront Park, dog owners need to have their dogs leashed at Payne Park, Arlington Park, and Gillespie Park. Sarasota Deputy City Manager Marlon Brown tells us why most parks in the city are leash-free while others are not.
Because of the amount of individuals, the number of people who visit those parks, a lot of those parks also have a lot of kids.
Arlington Park is one of the places that does have an enclosed dog park. There's also discussion about adding dog parks to Gillespie and Whitaker parks. As for now, the push continues for leash-free dogs early in the morning at Bayfront Park.
Dogs do need to run a little bit, and generally not a lot of other people are out walking at that time.
Before this is presented to city commissioners, it must first go in front of the Parks and Recreation Department as well as the Environmental Protection Board. That's expected to happen very soon. Reporting from Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
And that sure is a beautiful spot for a walk, and it was a great day for that today. We'll get the latest on our forecast right after this.
Flooring Depot has been serving Sarasota and Manatee counties for over 20 years with the best products and installation. Flooring Depot offers carpet, tile, hardwood, and more. Before you buy, give us a try. Stop by our showroom or visit us on the web at bestvaluecarpet.com.
Holiday scratch-offs are here, and oh, they make great surprises. Imagine the joy they will bring. With over $126 million in prizes, use them for a wreath or a place card for your feast. Attach them, scratch them, and let the magic happen. Holiday scratch-offs. The Florida Lottery has them. Just imagine.
The year is winding down, and that means big savings during the Big Finish event going on now at Sunset Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram in Sarasota. Ram trucks are built tough to help you conquer whatever the day may throw your way with all the comfort you'd expect in a luxury vehicle. And right now, all 2016 quad cabs are over 20% off with new Ram trucks starting at just $19,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram in Sarasota.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
Don't miss the 19th annual Thunder by the Bay Motorcycle Festival, January 5th through the 8th, to benefit Suncoast Charities for Children. This year's festival welcomes special guest Blue Oyster Cult to the premier sports campus at Lakewood Ranch on January 8th at 4 p.m. Admission is free. Festival events include a sporting clay tournament, kickoff party, welcome Thunder event, Cruise for Cash charity motorcycle ride, and a 2-day Rockin' and Ridin' at the Ranch festival featuring vendors, live music, a taste of Thunder area, and more. VIP tickets are available. For tickets and info, visit thunderbythebay.org.
What a great day today was, Bob.
Yeah, beautiful out there. Lots of sunshine.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a little disappointing. I went out there between the break there
Right.
to look for the International Space Station. Too many clouds around. And those clouds kind of came up from the southeast around an area of high pressure. No rain associated with it, but did bring a little obscured skies. So we'll
Can't
get
see 'em
another
all.
chance. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
get a chance to see it again sometime in the future. Well, Fred Seeger getting a shot of this. Get a look at this beautiful shot of the sun setting on Siesta Key with a sailboat there. This is like it's framed, isn't it? I mean, a nice Christmas tree at the end of the north end of Siesta Key, right there on Beach Road, and which I had the pleasure of living for like 10 years right there on the beach. Way back when. Anyway, here's what's happening. The Van Wezel webcam showing a nice day. As you can see over the bay, the winds were rather light for boaters, and it's going to stay that way, too, over the weekend. Looks to be pretty good. So if you have a boating trip planned, besides shopping, I know I have to do mine tomorrow. It'll be my first day. Hopefully there'll be some stores open. We'll see what happens. Red Tide Report, December 23rd. This is what's happening. Some news on this is that there's still moderate to high concentrations being felt across portions of the Sun Coast from the north end of Siesta all the way through Big Pass and then New Pass. Getting some reports there as well. But the number of them are coming down. On top of that, in Manatee County, not as many. It's spotty at best. There are some high concentrations, though, still being reported. A couple near Anna Maria Island and also near Longboat Pass. High concentrations meaning greater than 1 million cells per liter. The good news is that south of Siesta, down into Charlotte County, into Inglewood, and also into Venice, no reports of any significant red tide there. So there were some fish kills there about a week ago. Now that is not a problem. Satellite and radar picture showing some showers off the east coast. Some of that moisture kind of rotating around this area of high pressure, which will continue to dominate our weather through the weekend and beyond and keep skies generally fair. 77 now, dew point at 60. Winds are out of the east northeast, and looks like we'll continue to see that east to southeast wind, and that will warm us up. 83 the high today. We could see highs 84, 85 degrees on both Saturday and Sunday, which will approach record highs. 86, the record back in 1948, so we were 3 degrees shy of the record today. And our overnight lows will be warm, too, into the low to mid-60s for the most part. No rainfall to report, and no snow on the horizon either. And as far as the temperatures go, 67 degrees in Tallahassee, 10 degrees warmer in Sarasota and Key West. 76 in Miami now, 73 in Orlando. It's nice all over the place. Low 70s in Sebring and Lake Placid and Avon Park. 78 degrees Mayaca City. Inglewood, you're at 78. Northport, 1 degree cooler. Same in Bradenton and Cortez at 76 degrees. The forecast for tomorrow looks delightful. Another nice day. Maybe a little bit of patchy fog to start the day off, but that fog should burn off, and we'll look for partly cloudy skies with high temperatures well above average in the low 80s for the most part. That wind and fog forecast, we'll see just a little bit of patchy fog. This may be a bit overdone, but there'll be some patchy fog around, I think, tomorrow morning. But it quickly burns off as a result of some drier air, at least, moving on in. Well, out west, the big storm track is there now. That's somewhat good news for folks traveling to the northeast and throughout the Great Lakes. There's a little snowstorm moving through there, but not too bad at this point. All the watches and warnings are out west. Snowfall forecast, though, quite a bit of snow falling for skiers into Idaho, Utah, as well as Colorado. A little dusting of snow over the northeast. And a white Christmas, yes, it will be felt across much of the nation this weekend. And there's quite a bit of snow on the ground. Well, the forecast for boaters looks like northeast winds at 10 knots, seas right around 2 feet or less. It'll be 5 knots in the afternoon. Water temperature at 70 degrees. Tides upcoming, high tide at 8:17, another at 10:32. Tonight, patchy fog, mostly fair, warm, 62. Tomorrow, nice, 82 degrees. The extended forecast calling for warm temperatures riding in through Thursday, and then we'll get back to normal, I think, by Friday, but not until next Friday. Scott?
Okay. Bob, thank you. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. We have reports of a crash at the intersection of US 41 and 69th Avenue in Manatee County. At least one lane heading northbound is blocked, and it is causing some delays in that area. Researchers say a widespread disease outbreak is affecting corals in the Florida Keys. The Florida Reef Resilience Program says the spike in the diseases was first recorded in 2014 and has continued through this year at the northern end of the Keys. The corals are suffering from multiple diseases, which is bad news for the Keys since the island chain's economy depends on those reefs. Good news is that the lower water temperatures mean less coral bleaching than last year. We'll be right back.
matters most. And this month, Made in America is back. 200 reports and counting. He asks, he listens. When American jobs are on the line, he's right there. Thank you for making World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.
Sarasota Jungle Gardens invites your family to the Holiday Light Spectacular select nights in December. Come enjoy dazzling light displays, live entertainment, and pictures with Santa. Tickets and information available at the door or online at sarasotajunglegardens.com.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
3, 2, 1.
We're ringing in the new year with huge savings for you at Bacon's Furniture and Design. Save 30, 50, even 70% off name brand furniture throughout our showroom as we welcome 2017. See the flex steel styles you love like Danvers, Dillon, Mystic, Fleet Street sectionals, and more, all at the guaranteed lowest prices.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Start the new year off with a fresh look in your home from Bacon's Furniture and Design in Sarasota. Nobody beats Bacon's.
Alex Karras Lincoln's holiday sales event is here. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $269 per month or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury. Winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
Don't miss Sarasota Jungle Gardens Holiday Light Spectacular select nights in December. There's joyous music, roasting marshmallows, and festive family activities. Tickets and information available at the door or online at sarasotajunglegardens.com.
Merry Christmas!
Holidays are the happiest time of the year, but it also brings some safety concerns on the road. If you've had too much to drink over the holidays, there is a safe way to get home without driving. Gold Coast Eagle Distributing and AAA are teaming up for their Tow-to-Go service once again. It begins today. Tow-to-Go is providing a free tow and ride to a safe location within a 10-mile radius based on a first-come, first-served basis, and you do not have to be a AAA member to use it. The contact number for the service there on your screen, it's 855-2-TOW-TO-GO. Great service, and if you need it, please remember to use it. Not only you get home, but your car, too.
Right,
Yeah.
and everyone gets home safely there,
Yeah.
and we're safe as far as weather goes. No problems here along the Sun Coast. So warm temperatures, though, near record-breaking highs.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It goes on.
Yes.
Thank you, Bob. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. Our next news is at 7, and then we'll see you again tonight at 11 o'clock. Have a good night, everyone.
This is an ABC 7 editorial with Steve Sabato.
As we scurry about making last-minute preparations for Christmas, a story about giving, freedom, and lessons learned the hard way. This week, President Obama shortened the sentences of 153 people convicted of federal crimes, literally giving them the gift of freedom. This is the most clemencies on a single day in American history. Among those recipients, a woman from Sarasota, Florida, named Cheryl Howard. Cheryl made a lot of mistakes as a youngster. She was a teenage mom. She had numerous run-ins with the law for possession of pot and driving on a suspended license. She was also a drug addict. The war on drugs was at its height back then, locking up a disproportionate number of black kids with chemical dependencies faster than you could say racial profiling. Cheryl Howard, an African-American woman, was only 26 when she was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Not for murder or terrorism or any violent crime, but for carrying, as she put it, less crack cocaine than you could fit in a bottle of Tylenol. Now, 22 years later, having spent nearly as much time behind bars as she has been alive, Cheryl Howard, mother of one, grandmother of three, is getting a second chance. As you rush about buying presents and celebrating the holiday season, take a second to think about Cheryl Howard. Hard-learned lessons in life and a happy ending thanks to the grace of forgiveness and the joy of giving. Happy Hanukkah and a very Merry Christmas to all. I'm Steve Sabato, and we'd like to hear from you.
The opinions expressed in this editorial do not necessarily reflect those of ABC7's owners or management. If you would like to comment, go to our website, www.mysuncoast.com, and click Community.
This holiday season, give the greatest gifts of all, safety and peace of mind. Subaru offers more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And Subaru has the best resale value of all brands for 2016. Now, during the Subaru Share the Love event, you can lease a new Forester for just $209 a month or get 0% financing. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.
A poodle butter dish. I'll use this. A chicken purse. It's so artsy. You're really good at giving gifts.
This holiday, give the perfect gift.
Perfect.
Flowers, always the perfect gift. Beneva Flowers and Gifts, exceeding your expectations.
Since 1928, Karastan has been setting the standard in carpets and rugs, producing non-allergenic wools that won't promote the growth of bacteria or dust mites like other carpets will. Karastan wools actively remove contaminants from the indoor air, making your home healthier. And there are many colors and patterns and textures to choose from. Come see for yourself.
So many possibilities.